Good, happy Sunday, December 13, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. We have a lot of political news to get to for this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King, so let's begin. First up, late New Hampshire House Speaker Dick Hinch died of COVID-19, autopsy shows. Back on Wednesday, December 9th, this Wednesday that we just had on December 9th, Dick Hinch, the new Speaker of the House for New Hampshire, passed away and died of COVID-19. Hinch had faced questions about COVID-19 cases that arose from a meeting last month. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Tis the season to save at Beltate's Building Supply, with shovels, thermal gloves, and portable heaters all on sale through December 31st. Shop one of our 9 locations safely, order by phone, or shop online at beltates.com. Count on Beltates.
New Hampshire House Speaker Dick Hinch of Merrimack will be remembered for how he lived.
A tireless leader, an incredible advocate for his community, and he will without a doubt be very, very sorely missed.
But right now, how he died is serving as a cautionary tale. The 71-year-old Republican lawmaker died unexpectedly Wednesday of COVID-19.
Really just a stark reminder, unfortunately, that this virus really doesn't care if you're in a long-term care facility or if you're an elected official.
State health officials are conducting contact tracing. The Speaker's death comes after in-person events with other lawmakers. House and Senate Democratic leadership are requesting testing availability for legislators and staff who were potentially exposed.
Any of the events, whether it was the caucus or the organization day or individual meetings or whatever it is, anyone that may have come in contact with anyone known to have COVID, or they have any concerns, I think folks should definitely go get tested.
Officials are not releasing information about whether Speaker Hinch was tested before his death, and they're not saying when his first day of symptoms started. The governor says state leaders are speaking with health officials to see if additional precautions need to be taken in the House and Senate offices.
Everyone should be concerned, whether it's in the workplace at the State House or workplace at Administrative Services or workplace at Fred's Flower Shop. Dick's passing is I think, a real, as tragic as it is, as heartbroken as we all are, it really is a warning sign that we are far from over this.
Health officials say, as with any other contact tracing they perform, nothing will be made public unless they are unable to identify close contacts on their own. Reporting in Concord, Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Yesterday, on Saturday, COVID-19 testing held for New Hampshire lawmakers, staff, and families following the death of House Speaker Dick Hinch. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Siobhan Lopez.
Here's a little holiday riddle. What's better than getting one gift? Getting an entire stock.
Drive-through testing for New Hampshire lawmakers, their staff, and family following the COVID-19 death of House Speaker Dick Hinch. Democratic leaders in the House and Senate called for fast access to testing.
I thought it was appropriate, and the department did too, so they worked pretty hard to get this up and running for today.
We're glad that the powers that be have responded. I know today some of my staff is out being tested.
The Speaker died Wednesday, a week after being sworn in at Organization Day, an outdoor event where a select few refused to wear masks.
People have a misguided belief that they have a right to infect. We do not have a right to infect. We have a responsibility to protect the health and safety not just of ourselves but of everybody.
Dick and I were very close, and I certainly believe that there's a message that's been sent in his passing, and people will do what they're going to do with that.
Senate President Chuck Morse says plans are underway to keep upcoming events safe. House Minority Leader Rennie Cushing says he believes moving forward, people will be much more conscious of the virus.
We certainly have 2 constitutional days coming up in January that we're in discussions with several different groups to figure out how we're going to handle it from the House and from the Senate's point of view, because there's joint meetings that have to happen.
We're in a situation now where every member of the legislature knows someone who has died from COVID-19. That's the Speaker of the House. And hopefully it's, as Governor Sununu said, it's a wake-up call.
Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire House Speaker pro tempore Kim Rice tests positive for COVID-19. Let's take a listen to that video.
This year, I got the most unique gift for the holidays. My wife gave me a fleet year.
Another top Republican in the New Hampshire House of Representatives has tested positive for COVID-19. Speaker pro tem Kim Rice of Hudson, a close ally of the late Speaker Dick Hinch, announced her diagnosis on Facebook. In her post, Rice said, quote, "I want to thank everyone for the well wishes. I'm feeling horrible, but prayers are appreciated."
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Charter school money approved in New Hampshire in a legislative turnaround. Joint Legislative Fiscal Committee voted 7-3 for a $10 million installments for the schools. A New Hampshire Legislative Committee, now controlled by Republicans, voted Friday to accept funding from a $46 million federal grant to expand the number of charter schools in the state, a turnaround from last year's vote when Democrats held the majority. The Joint Legislative Fiscal Committee voted 7-3 for a $10 million installment for the schools. New Hampshire Education Commissioner Frank Edelblut said the grant will focus on at-risk students. His department was awarded the grant in August of 2019, but it was rejected. Last year, in voting against the funding, the then Democrat-led committee said New Hampshire needs to support its existing traditional public schools and charter schools first. Senate Democrat leader Donna Saucy said in a statement Friday that the grant leaves the state property taxpayers responsible for filling a $17 million gap in state funding. Election results 2020. How New Hampshire voted in the presidential election. Let's take a look and break that all down for you. New Hampshire election officials certified the results of the 2020 election on December 2nd, which delivered the 4 electoral votes to President-elect Joe Biden. The 2020 election had the highest turnout in the state history, in an election where both candidates eclipsed over 70 million votes across the country. New Hampshire's electoral votes helped Biden on his way to victory in the Electoral College. Biden received 306 electoral votes, while President Donald Trump received 232 electoral votes. We took a look at how each town voted in the election and looked at where each candidate made gains compared to the 2016 election. You can view how your town voted along with searching within the table display for a breakdown of how your town and other New Hampshire communities voted. Let's take a look how New Hampshire voted. As you can see, this is the map of New Hampshire. Yellow means tie, no votes counted, red is Donald Trump, and Joe Biden is blue, as you can see on this map here. So Pittsburgh, they voted for Donald Trump. Donald Trump won that section of New Hampshire. Deerfield, Donald Trump won for the town of Deerfield, and Joe Biden lost in the town of Deerfield. Nottingham, Joe Biden won, and Donald Trump lost. Joe Biden, this is the number for Joe Biden and the number for Donald Trump. And state turnout was 73.5%. Where did the candidates see gains in New Hampshire compared to 2016? Joe Biden compared to Hillary Clinton. Take a look. Donald Trump. Where were the most votes cast in New Hampshire? And if you want to see this complete list of every town and city in New Hampshire, we will share this link with you right after this broadcast. And that does it for this Sunday morning edition of Politics with Riley King. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday morning edition of Politics with Riley King. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you back here next Sunday for another edition of Politics with Riley King. Goodbye, everyone.